Alright, my name is Roald, the creator of Unbound Being, and today I'm back. And I'm going to talk about the way out. The way out. And the way out is the way in. The way out of suffering. The way out of pain. The way out of delusion. The way out of Maya. The way out of the problems that we see on a personal level, family level, and growing as the rings grow out, universal level even, but let's say the worldly level from what we're aware, is the way in. So we're not going to solve any problems in this world unless you're willing to go in. And what means in? Well, what I mean with in is going inside means dropping all of these layers of the matrix, which is the foreign installments, if you wish, of the mind and the objectivity of life. You could see this as a trap. You could see the universe, or at least the world we're living in right now, what we call the physical world, which is really just a manifestation or a matrix, a holographic matrix, if you wish, of consciousness or of some kind of other intelligence, whatever you want to call it. I don't really care, because those things are, you can get lost in them. So, but the point is, using the analogy of the matrix, there's all kinds of layers. And the layers are first physicality, the identification with the body, which is the first I that we take on, basically. We identify with the body and say, oh, this is me, when really it's not. Right? You're really the intelligence that perceives the body. Then we have the mind that starts being created by our teachers and our parents, and everybody uses this layer. So you get all the concepts. You get language, which is really where all concepts come from. And so we get all kinds of ideas about the world and imaginings, and then we start living in the past, because we're always thinking about things we were told, and movies we've seen, and conversations we've had, and stuff we learned on school. And so these are the layers of the matrix. And by going within, you're literally disidentifying from the layers of the matrix. Instead of going outward into the world and becoming more, which is usually intellectually more, you strip away what you're not to find what you are. So the way out of trouble, of pain, of suffering, of the problems that we see in the world is actually in. You're not going to do what I think Einstein said, you know, we're not going to solve the problems that we see with the same consciousness, the level of consciousness that created the problems. I mean, if you cut yourself with a knife, you're not going to fix the wounds with the same knife, most likely, right? I mean, sparing some exceptions here because I'm using physical examples. But the point is, you can't solve the problems with going out. So creating another foundation and another organization and trying to fix all the problems that we have outside by doing things and moving again, you're just going to be chopping up more. You're just going to be slicing more with the knife, because you still got the knife in your hand, because you're still identified as form. So the way to do it is to disidentify from all that you're not, all the forms, and rest, become silent and still. This is what true meditation is. The dropping of all the layers of the matrix. Because you could call them nets or layers or traps. Every time you get involved with these mental activities of things that are not here in the past, and imagining futures and imagining solving problems through certain activity, you're creating more activity. And that is actually the very process of getting out there and further away from the source. So the way out is actually the way in. And although I'm now speaking and actively speaking and making videos, that is a way out. It's a way, it's really activity. But of course, it points to just waken that part in you that you enjoy and that you know, and the self-knowledge and the recognition that the true healing of this planet, including yourself, but the whole true healing is the returning home to the silence and the stillness, and dropping all the layers of the matrix, dropping all those layers of programming, and returning to the silent, quiet being, presence, the awareness of what you truly are. Solving all the problems of the world begins and ends with going in, not out. Stillness is still the way.